Hey Mark, what's up?
Hi Melissa. I'm actually just starting to prune this young tree.
Awesome. It's really great to prune trees when they're young so they need less corrective pruning later on in their lifetime.
That's true. Proper pruning is really critical to get a good strong form when you're young and also a nice desirable structure.
Absolutely. I find poor pruning can lead to long-lasting injury on the tree. So it's important to learn how to make your right cuts, where to make the cuts, and also to use really great tools. So let's look at a few pointers.
Keep these few simple principles in mind before pruning a tree. Each cut has the potential to change the growth of a tree, so always have a purpose in mind before making a cut. Trees do not heal the way people do. When a tree is wounded, it must grow over and compartmentalize the wound. As a result, the wound is contained within the tree forever. When pruning trees, it is important to have the right tool for the job. For small trees, most of the cuts can be made with hand pruning shears. Cuts larger than 1/2 inch in diameter should be made with loppers or a pruning saw. Never use head shears to prune a tree. Whatever tool you do use, make sure it is kept clean and sharp. First, reduce the weight of a branch by cutting it 12 to 18 inches out from the point of its attachment. Remove the stub by cutting it back to the branch collar. This technique reduces the possibility of tearing the bark. If a branch must be shortened, cut it back to a side branch or a bud. The goal in training young trees is to establish a strong trunk with sturdy, well-spaced branches. For most young trees, maintain a single dominant leader growing upward. Do not prune back the tip of this leader, and do not allow secondary branches to outgrow the leader. Sometimes a tree will develop double leaders known as codominant stems. Codominant stems can lead to structural weaknesses, so it is best to remove or shorten one of the stems while the tree is young. Branch spacing is very important. Maintain radial balance with branches growing outward in each direction. Avoid allowing two scaffold branches to arise one above the other on the same side of the tree. Remove major crossing branches. Try to eliminate branches with tight, V-shaped attachments while they are young. They tend to grow into larger branches with weak attachments. Avoid over-thinning the interior of the tree. Removal of too many leaves can starve the tree, reduce growth, and increase stress. Pruning of newly planted trees should be limited to corrective pruning. Remove dead or broken branches and save other pruning measures for the second or third year.
So after we finish pruning, we don't want to paint the cuts, right Mark?
That's true. We really don't recommend that anymore, except when you're trying to limit the disease spread like oak wilt or something like that.
Yeah, right. We've definitely found that research has shown that it doesn't prevent decay and it doesn't speed the closure of the wound.
That's right. We find that it's better to just let the tree close the wounds naturally, but as always, when in doubt, call an ISA certified arborist.